welcome back to my channel. My name is Nareda, and today I am going to be talking about my pregnancy journey. And like always, my baby is right next to me. This is the time that I can actually record videos. I'm not normally alone. If I am, it's because I'm working, but yeah, so my baby is right here. Having a great time with her little toys and playing with her feet. If you guys are interested in my pregnancy journey, then just keep on watching. So my last period ended Monday, September 24th. And then I began ovulating like within 1 or 2 days later. And then Saturday, September 29th, me and Joe had unprotected sexual intercourse. Normally we are careful, but we were really drunk this night, so we didn't realize until the next day, and it was already too late. So I told him, you know what, if I'm pregnant, then I'm pregnant. I'm ready to be a mom, so it's fine. Oh, by the way, I am looking at my notes on my phone because I actually was planning to do this video a long time ago when I went on maternity leave, but I did not get that chance to, which I will explain to later on in this video. But I'm looking at my phone notes, and that is why I keep looking down, because I wrote everything down. But just to kind of refresh, because even though I had my baby 5 months ago, you literally, at least I did, I literally forgot some of it, you know, like I remember like little bits and pieces, but you know, I'm glad I wrote it down on my notes. On October 4th, not even a week into having unprotected sex, I was already feeling pregnancy symptoms. My boobs were sore, I had headaches, and I knew something was up, so I took a pregnancy test. But it was too early and my test came out negative. So it wasn't until the end of the month when I was supposed to get my period that I was 2 days late, and I'm never more than 2 days late. So 4th day I took a pregnancy test, and sure enough I was pregnant. Throughout my entire pregnancy and even before my pregnancy, I used this app called Flow, and let me see if I can show you guys what it looks like. It's like a pink app with a feather on it. Right there, yeah, it's Flow. And oh, focus, okay. And I love that app because it would tell me when I was ovulating, so I was always checking, but obviously I did not check this one time because I was too drunk. And then it told me when I was pregnant how my baby was developing and all this new information that I did not have any idea about. And then it is still helping me now and tells me about my baby and how it's growing and what to expect for each month. And also it tells me information about my body and how it's changing and all those good things. But yeah, I really like the app Flow. It helped me out a lot throughout my pregnancy. So I wrote down in my little notes, because before I did not know anything about first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. I found everything out as I kept going to the doctor, and they would tell me all these things. So my first trimester is from week 1 to 13, and I took my first picture on October 21st. During this time I was feeling very bloated and I was hungry. I stopped working out because I was lifting weights, so I didn't want the baby to come or have an accident or something, so I just literally cut it off. And plus I was feeling so nauseous that I wasn't up for it. But I feel like if you're up for it, you're not feeling nauseous and you want to do light workouts, then I feel like you should, because it's good for you and the baby. In November 6th I took another picture, and I was feeling the same symptoms as before, bloated and lots of cravings. Then I went to Thailand, and there I got the worst symptoms of nausea. Not really, also when I came back I had pretty bad symptoms, but they started there. They started at Thailand, and then when I came back I had pretty bad nausea as well. On December 19th, I reached the end of my first trimester and I began my second trimester. January 6th, I was feeling a bit better because I was taking nausea pills. I finally told my doctor that I couldn't function throughout the day. I really couldn't. I was sleeping for the most part. My mom, every single time, she was like, you're gonna keep sleeping throughout the day? And I'm like, yeah, Mom, I'd rather sleep than feel what I'm feeling right now. So I would sleep the entire time. I couldn't function, so I couldn't go out with my day. So they gave me nausea pills, and they really helped, guys. Like, they help so much. I think some people, it doesn't have any effect on them, but I am so thankful they had an effect on me, and they helped me get better. January 23rd, at 18 weeks, my nausea went away completely, and I was so thankful. I was really excited to go on to my 13th week, because I thought my nausea was gonna go away, because that's what everybody kept telling me. Oh, just wait until you're 13 weeks, it's gonna go away. But my nausea went away at 18 weeks, so it took a little longer for me. So February 26th, I started feeling a lot better. My nausea went away. I started hiking and eating more, but I couldn't stand eating meat, so I ate a lot of carbs and fruit. So yeah, I started back to working out and eating sort of healthy. I was having carbs and fruit because I could not stand meat at this time. So during this time, I was feeling really good about myself, and I really enjoyed my pregnancy. So on March 6th, I finally started to show more. I was still feeling good and hiking, but lower sciatica pain slowly started. On March 27th, I was on week 27th and at the end of my second trimester. So during March, on my 27th week of pregnancy and going on to my third trimester, I started feeling lower back pains, and that were related to sciatica pain, and that literally was not too bad at the beginning. It felt just like my lower back needed to crack, so I was always like stretching and trying to crack it, and sometimes I would manage to crack it, but as time went on, that pain got worse. Then on April 5th, I was still eating carbs and putting on more weight, and I was slowly getting back to eating meat. I was still dealing with my sciatica pain, and towards the end, the doctor said I had gained 4 pounds in 2 weeks, and that normally I should be gaining 1 pound per week. I was feeling better, so I decided to go back to my healthy ways. I started the gym again. April 3rd, I started my third and final trimester at 28 weeks, and things got a little harder due to belly getting bigger and sciatica nerve pain. So yeah, on April was when I started my third trimester, and yeah, things were just getting a little difficult because of my sciatica pain, and I was eating so much carbs that I was gaining more weight than I should have. So then I was like, oh my god, I don't want to be gaining all this weight, you know, because I was already thinking like after I give birth, I don't want to have to struggle like having to lose all this weight. So I was feeling better, and I was eating a little bit of meat. Let me give her some milk. So I was feeling better, so I decided to eat a little bit of meat, stick to so I can get full, and veggies and fruit, and not so much carbs anymore, because I did not want to get any bigger than I had to. Then on May 1st, I stopped eating carbs just occasionally. I would have some oatmeal, but I stuck to protein, veggies, and fruit. I love fruit. Fruit was one of the things I never not craved, and my sciatica got worse, and I also started to have minor heartburn. Unfortunately, the doctor told me my sciatica pain would only get worse as the baby got bigger, but that I could take Tylenol if I was in too much pain. I used a heating pad, and that would relieve the nerve pain. Also, working out and stretching helped my sciatica nerve. At this time, they also told me I would start disability 4 weeks before my due date, which is June 26th. Disability started May 29th. So that's a lot of... Okay, so one thing about my pregnancy is I never once got tired of fruit. Fruit was my best friend throughout my whole entire pregnancy, except when I had food aversion. It means you don't want to eat. You don't want to eat anything. And yeah, so that was the only time that I did not want fruit, but throughout my entire pregnancy, I always ate fruit. And my sciatica pain literally was unbearable. Like, it would paralyze me because I didn't know it at the time, but Skylar was sitting on my nerve. So it literally felt like somebody got a knife and was poking my lower back and like twisting it, and like every step that I would try to move or any movement, it would hurt so bad, and I literally would stay there for like 20 minutes. I would literally cry because I was just so disappointed with my body, and like, I don't know, I was just really frustrated that my body was not cooperating with me. So that was that. I used a heating pad and I stretched, and that relieved the pain for a little bit, but you know, it would still come and go. And then yeah, my disability was gonna start May 29th, and I literally went on maternity leave, and I took a quick trip to San Francisco because my brother was graduating, and I felt really sick. Like, I was throwing up. I was feeling sick. So like I had like a cold, and then I was throwing up. Nauseousness came back. I just didn't feel good. I was like kind of over being pregnant at this point again. I was just like, oh my god, I have 4 more weeks of this for my 36-week checkup. And I was telling the doctor that I was like, you know, I haven't been feeling good, I'm sick, and I feel like I'm ready to have this baby. So I told her, and she kind of looked at me like, okay, you have 4 more weeks, like this is probably not even the worst that it's gonna get, so you need to hang in there, you know. But that was before she checked me. I laid down, and then she was like, where's your belly? And I literally thought she was joking, because I was like, it's right here, you know. And then she like measured it. She's like, you're not measuring what you have to be. And then I was kind of like, really? And then after, she checks to see how the baby's positioned, and then she's like, your baby is breached. And in my head, I'm like, I have 4 more weeks like for the baby to turn, you know. Like, she's like, she was really worried. And then she went in and she got this ultrasound machine, and she checked, and she was like, she saw like little white spots on my placenta. She's like, it looks like your placenta's like deteriorating. Oh, she's like, and you don't have much fluid in there. So she called like a specialist, and she told me that I might have this baby if I didn't have enough fluid, that I was gonna have this baby right there and then. And I was kind of like in shock, because I was like, what the heck, I did not expect this at my 36-week appointment. So then I just stayed calm, because I mean, that's all the only, I mean, I kind of freaked out a little bit in the inside. But I was just like, okay, stay calm, whatever, you know, everything's gonna be okay. We heard the baby's heartbeat, so the baby's fine. So yeah, they sent me to a specialist, and they told me my water was 7 cm, and that if it was 5 cm or less, that I would have gone into emergency C-section. They checked the baby's heart, everything was fine. They said the baby was happy and healthy. She had no idea what was going on, but I needed to be on bed rest, and I needed to drink a lot of water to get those fluid levels back up. So I did that from Thursday up until June 3rd, and none of that helped, because my water was like, every time I sneezed or did like a forza or like strength, like, you know, I would leak fluids. So I let the specialist know what was going on, and she was like, you're telling me you're leaking fluid and you have really low fluid. She's like, yeah, there's no way we're gonna keep you waiting. You're gonna have this baby today. She's like, happy birthday. And I literally like, I was like happy but like nervous at the same time. So I was like, thank you. And then we went to the hospital, and then we checked in, and then because I had 8, they told me I had 8 hours until I can go into surgery, which kind of sucked, because I wanted to obviously meet her already, but it was okay. We could wait 8 hours. And surprisingly, it went by really fast, and actually we actually vlogged it. So if you guys want to see that video, I'll also link it down below. I was born at June 3rd at 5:59, and she was the cutest little baby, and everything that I went through was worth it, because that's what everyone says, but it really is. Like, there is no way to explain this. You just have to go through it, and it literally changed my life, but for the better. And yeah, guys, so that was my pregnancy journey. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys like it, give it a huge thumbs up, and like always, I will catch you guys next time.